In this lecture, we will cover some GATE questions and its solution, which is basically based on all BJT based circuitry. So here we can see that there are two circuits are there. These are the questions. I will tell you after this slide what basically is it. So the very first one is a cascade amplifier, and in this question we have to find the overall transconductance. Okay, that is overall transconductance we have to find I naught by V, I naught by Vi. Okay, and the another one, in the another one we have to find the collector current IC in this voltage divider circuit. Okay, so we will start with this first question. So the question is, in an amplifier circuit, basically a cascade amplifier, we have two transistors, so T1, T2, okay, and the corresponding transconductance are GM1 and GM2 respectively. Okay, so we have to find the overall transconductance, that is our I naught by Vi. Okay, so this one is your GATE 1999 question. So the options are GM1, GM2, GM1 by half, GM2 by 2, but the correct answer is GM1. So how GM1 will come? I will show you. So first, what we have to find? Overall transconductance. So we have to just write G equals to I naught by Vi. Now from this figure we can see that the output current or this collector current is similar or nearly equal to emitter current of the transistor I2. Okay, because base current is very less. So I naught is nearly equal to I2 and I2 equals to IC1. Yes or no? Very simple. So we can write I naught equals to I1, I2, sorry, I2 equals to IC1. Okay. Now this transconductance, overall transconductance I naught by Vi is there. Now we can write I naught is nothing but simply your IC1. Okay, so we can write G equals to IC1 by Vi. Okay, from this equation I naught equals to IC1 we are writing. Okay, now once again we know the fundamental formula IC1 equals to beta times of IB. So we can write G equals to beta IB1 by Vi. So IC1 is nothing but simply beta IB1. Why we are writing in terms of IC1? Because we have to find the overall transconductance. So for overall transconductance, it may be either GM1 or GM2 function will be there. So for making GM1, we have to find both AJ for the transistor 1. So Vi is the input, so transistor, we are taking the transistor T1. Okay, so we are dealing with the collector current of C1. Okay, not I2. Okay, so IC1 is beta IB1. So now here you can see this Vi IB1 relationship gives some value. Okay, what this value? R pi. R pi we can say na, because this one is our Vi by IB1. That is but simply the resistance looking from the base side. Vi by IB1 is nothing but simply R pi in a AC model. Okay, so we can write now this R pi Vi by IB. This one is our Vi by IB. So which is basically beta times of GM1. I have already discussed this concept now in my video lecture. Okay, so those who are not getting this point, so please go to my earlier video lecture for the hybrid pi model. So we can write this G equals to beta times IB1 by Vi. So this can be simply your G equals to beta by R pi, because this beta and Vi by IB1 is R pi. Now after that R pi we have to write beta by GM1. So beta beta cancel, so G equals to GM1. Yes or no? Beta R pi beta by GM1. So it will give G equals to GM1. So our answer is GM1. Okay. Here we are putting this one, overall transconductance. IC1 we can put, because IC1 and Vi give some relationship. So IC1 beta times of IB1. Now Vi by IB1 is nothing but simply R pi. Okay. So R pi is nothing but simply beta by GM. So beta beta cancel. So G equals to GM1. So this one is the first question. Now we have to move for the second question. For a voltage divider circuit is there with a very large beta. Okay. So we have to find the collector current. So this one is the question. Okay. So this is a GATE 2000 question. So we have to find this IC value, and beta value is very large. So if beta value is very large, so in that case we have to think that the base current is nearly 0. Okay. IC equals to beta times of IB. So IB equals to IC by beta. If beta is very large, we have to take the base current nearly 0. Okay. So the options are 1 milliampere, 5 milliampere, C 10 milliampere, and D 20 milliampere. So correct answer is 10 milliampere. And how it will come? We will make this question. After that we can conclude C equals to 10 milliampere. So in such question, what we have to do for voltage divider circuit, we have to break this circuit in terms of its equivalent R Thevenin and V Thevenin. Okay, so we can simply write this same circuit as RC 430 ohm. Okay, and this one is R Thevenin, R1 parallel with R2, and V Thevenin VCC R2 by R1 plus R2. Very simple fundamental thing. If you are not getting this thing, you just go to my earlier video lecture. Okay, so V Thevenin VCC into R2 by R1 plus R2, and R Thevenin R1 into R2 by R1 plus R2. Okay, so now next we have to find the V Thevenin and R Thevenin, because we know the all parameter value VCC R2 R1 plus R2, and R1 R2 is given, so R Thevenin we can find. So this one is the circuit. Okay, so V Thevenin formula is given by putting VCC 15, R2 5 kilo ohm, 10 plus 5 kilo ohm cancel. So it will give, after simplifying this term, it will give 5 volt. Similarly, we have to go for the R Thevenin formula we know, and putting the value. Okay, so it will give 10 by 3 kilo ohm, because here 10 to the 3 into 10 to the 3 multiply, and below in denominator into 10 to the 3, so kilo will be there, so 10 by 3 kilo ohm. Okay, so now next, there is a concept that in a question the beta value is very large. So for beta value is very large, so IB current will be 0. For large value of beta, the IB value is very small and approaches 0, and current IC is same as that of IE. Okay, so after that what we have to do, we have to go for the KVL in this loop. So if we are going for the KVL, so what we have to write the KVL equation. So what we have to write, V Thevenin minus IB R Thevenin minus VBE minus 430 into IC, the collector current. Okay, so we can write V Thevenin minus R Thevenin IB minus VBE minus IERE, where this emitter current IERE, and IE is same as that of IC, because IB is very less or nearly 0. So what we can write, 5 VThevenin value, RThevenin value 10 into 10 to the power 3 by 3. IB value is 0. Okay, we are putting IB 0 because beta value is very large. This type of question may come in some other competitive exam. For in some voltage divider circuit, beta value is very large. So if beta value is very large, so we have to decide that the IB value will be 0. And VB 0.7. I is somehow IC because IB is nearly 0. So IC is same as that of I. So we can write IC into 430 equals to 0. So it will give IC value as 10 milliampere after solving this one. This is a very interesting question. In voltage divider, if given the beta value is very large, so we have to approximate the IB value to 0 and then we have to solve. So this one is the other great question. Now we have to go for some simple question. For example, introducing a resistor in the emitter of a common emitter amplifier stabilizes the DC operating point against variation in temperature beta. Okay, suppose this one. In an emitter of a common emitter amplifier, resistor is there, RE. So RE stabilizes the DC operating point against variation in temperature and beta. What should be your answer in these two? If we have a common emitter configuration, okay, so that emitter resistance stabilizes the DC operating point against what? This is nothing but simply your bias stabilization. So bias stabilization is there. So bias stabilization affects the DC operating point against the variation in temperature also, beta, the current gain also. So these two answers will be there. So next option is both temperature and beta, none of the above. So the correct answer is our both temperature and beta, because its stabilization is there. So temperature and what we can say the current gain, and another one is our reverse saturation current may be affected. So these are the thing beta. So your answer is your C. So bias stabilization I already discussed in my last video lecture, bias stability. So from that one, this is the process of making operating point independent of temperature changes or variation in transistor parameter known as bias stabilization. It may be considered in case of BJT. We are thinking that the collector current is very sensitive to the three parameter. Which are the three parameter? The VB value, beta value, and reverse saturation current. Okay, so current gain increases with increase in temperature. Base emitter voltage decreases by 2.5 millivolt per degree Celsius, increase in temperature, and reverse saturation current doubles for every 10 degree Celsius rise in temperature. So stability is there. So amplifier stabilizes the DC operating point against the temperature, beta, reverse saturation current. Okay, base emitter voltage. So there are only two options, temperature and beta. So beta. If the option will be temperature, beta, and base emitter voltage, all of the option. So we have to go for the all of the option A, B, C. So this one is the one of the simple question. So get 2000. Next question. The current gain of a BJT, simply GMR pi. Okay, how? This R pi, that is your VB by IB, is your beta by GM. So beta is your current gain. So beta equals to GM times of R pi. Very simple. R pi, RE, that thing you have to remember. R pi square beta plus 1 RE. So this one is the one of the question based on the simple hybrid model of a BJT. So answer will be GMR pi. Okay, last question. Select the correct match for input resistance of various amplifier configurations shown below. So these are three configuration of a bipolar junction transistor: common base, common emitter, common collector, and the corresponding input resistance given: low, moderate, and high. So we have to match the option which are the correct option. Suppose we are telling that common base. So common base have what? Input resistance having what? Low value. Common emitter have moderate value, and common collector have very high input resistance. Why? It is very simple that common base configuration is very low, input resistance is nearly 40 ohm. For common emitter 50 kilo ohm range, and common collector configuration have very high input resistance around 750 kilo ohm. That's why common collector is used for the what we can say impedance matching circuit. We have to use common collector. So what should be your answer? Common base low input resistance, common collector high, and common emitter moderate. So your answer will be common base low, common collector high, and common emitter moderate. Okay, so these are the simple 5 questions. After few more video lecture, I will encounter some more question based on BJT. So thank you, and please subscribe my channel for new videos. Thank you.